Suicide by cop is one of the scariest things we ever see. Dealing with it takes incredible attitude, skills, and plan. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson. Today's lesson comes to us from just outside Cincinnati, Ohio, and it's an officer-involved shooting of a man who is wanted for attempted murder in another jurisdiction. We're going to see how fast this confrontation escalates from verbal to deadly, and we're going to see an officer put shots on target and then maintain distance until he gets partner backup to end this threat definitively. We're going to listen in on this one, and after a bit, we'll come back and start learning some lessons.
Here, let's walk up to my cruiser real quick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you place your hands on the back of my cruiser. I'm going to pat you down for officer safety. I'm going to pat you down for Give me up! Give me! Up! 7 King 11, shots fired! Give me! Sir, miss squad, I shot one, he has a knife! I'm gonna kill you! Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Get down! Get down!
We're going to speed this one up a little bit as the officer continues to maintain distance and continues to keep a good backstop from his bad guy. We see him stay away, and if you go watch the original, he continues to give orders, continues to tell him to try to drop the knife. And now let's go back in as he is going to end this conflict here as backup officers arrive, and this one's finally going to end in just a second.
Just stop! Just stop! No! Get on the ground! Just get down! Sir, please just get down!
Put the knife down!
Sir! Sir, please! Drop the knife!
Somebody else.
No, sir! Let us help you! Drop the knife! Let us help you!
Push the people out of here. Get this car out. Hear me, God.
Sir, drop the knife! Please drop the knife! Please drop the knife! Sir, please drop the knife! Don't do it! Drop the knife! Drop it!
Don't touch it again, you understand me?
Finally, with the backup officers here, they're able to end the threat, use the taser, and the taser was the appropriate tool because they had additional officers on scene with lethal force backup if they could. Let's back up and learn some lessons here. He's told this guy, hey, let me see your hands. And the guy has showed him his hands initially, and he's like, hey, man, I just want to pat you down, whatever. Here we see how fast things can go bad. And, you know, things can go from verbal and everything's okay to a deadly force encounter in a hurry. And here's where the officer had to get the force on target and use deadly force. And you can see how close this bad guy is, this guy who's decided to commit suicide by cop is with a knife in his right hand, ready to stab this cop. And this is how far away he is. You notice that he's got one hand on the gun. Sometimes that's what you have available to you. Now, I love what the officer did here is he got space. He had to put that first shot on target, and then the threat was far enough away that he didn't need to use deadly force here because he couldn't get to him with the knife. And so the officer now is going to maintain distance. He's going to continue to back up. He's going to move laterally. And I also notice what he does here is he is keeping a good backstop in mind. He's not letting this guy get to where he's got a backstop of civilians in traffic, which you can see on the right side there. Instead, he's continually keeping this, a wooded area that's off the road as his backstop. And that is really, really good thinking by the officer here. And even as it speeds up, you see the officer is, continuing to kind of move sideways and keep himself sideways to this guy so that he can continue to have good backstop. And watch here as, he continues to do that. We're going to see as a civilian car comes with people in it here that the officer is not going to keep his gun up, that in that moment when he has, something between him and the bad guy, that he lowers his firearm right now so that he's not covering the people in that car and letting the other officer cover them. And that was really, really good situational awareness. This officer maintains that. Now the taser is going to come out, and the taser becomes a good tool because this officer has deadly force on target in case it's necessary. So this guy's been shot. You notice how long he's been up. You notice that he is gut shot here. And it doesn't matter. He's still up and he's still a threat. So we talk about maintaining your awareness so that the threat can be stopped in the moment. but thankfully here there were multiple people. So because there were multiple people, one of the officers was able to get a taser on target. I think this officer absolutely deserves a commendation. Did a fantastic job of defending himself in the moment and then only using the force that was necessary. We see this with police all the time. It's why we respect them so much. This officer did a really fantastic job here of covering his asp.